ये तो एक राजनीतिक बात हो गई ना। देश में डेंगू का कहर बरस रहा है चारों ओर। डेंगू के लिए एलोपैथी में कोई दवाई नहीं है। डेंगू में दो चीजें होती हैं, एक तो फीवर कंट्रोल नहीं होना, दूसरा प्लेटलेट्स डाउन जाता है, वो चढ़ाने के बावजूद भी फिर प्लेटलेट्स घट जाता है, और प्लेटलेट्स के घटने से और लगातार फीवर के रहने से पेशेंट की मौत हो जाती है। इसके ऊपर 100% प्रामाणिक उपचार हमने किया है हजारों लोगों का पूरे देश भर में। गिलोय, घृत कुमारी, गेहूं का जवारा और पपीते का पत्तों का रस, એટલે गुड़वेल, अमृतवल्ली तिपतिगा, अमृता को बहुत नाम है इसके, एलोवेरा, व्हीट ग्रास और पपाया के पत्तों का रस, ये चार चीजें पिला देने से तो 100% डेंगू और चिकनगुनिया ठीक हो जाता है। और यदि ये सारी चीजें ना मिले तो गिलोय घनवटी भी सुबह दोपहर शाम 3-3 एक गोली करके 3-3 गोली रोज खाने से 2-3 दिन में डेंगू अच्छा हो जाता है। क्योंकि दिल्ली और जो है से लेकर के पूरे देश के महानगरों पे ये डेंगू का कहर बड़ा।
The steps of minor exercises should also be practiced by a healthy person after he has done his pranayam, and this meditation on Om, because pranayam brings a calmness in your body, a calmness in your mind. Body seems to become inactive. Therefore, practice butterfly exercise. Then fold both the arms from elbows, rest your hands on shoulders and rotate them. These two minor exercises should be practiced every day by you, however busy you may be. After the practice of pranayam and your meditation on Om, you may do these minor exercises. It will provide flexibility to your body and joints will remain healthy. Now, we will talk about some yogasanas for men and women, beneficial for both husband and wife. These asanas will really help the childless couples. For the first important asana, you may sit in Vajrasan. In Vajrasan, the ankles remain outside and toes inside. Both the feet joined together. Big toes lying close to each other. And knees joined together in front. Fists closed with thumbs inside. Rest them on either sides of the navel. While breathing out, bend forward. This is the posture of Mandukasan. In case you have pain in the lower back, don't bend forward. Mandukasan. Practice while breathing out. It is especially effective in all sex-related ailments. Bend forward while breathing out. Then come back. Although stomach-related ailments and problems of diabetes also subside with this, but it is specially effective in case of sexual disorders. Now, second pose of Mandukasana, place your left palm on your navel and right palm over that. While breathing out, bend forward. Mandukasana can be practiced for 3 to 5 times. Next is Shashakasana. Rest both the hands on knees. While breathing in, lift your hands up, and while breathing out, bend in forward direction. This has been found effective in sexual diseases. Both the hands down from sides. These are stuff yoga that are equally essential for both husband and wife, for men and women. But during menstrual cycle, women should avoid the practice of this asana and Bahya Pranayam. And after conceiving, they should only practice pranayam with the exception of Kapalabhati and Bahya Pranayam. Rest they can practice. We have also designed specific exercises for them that they should practice. So, before the wife conceives, couples should practice these asanas. One of them is Ushtasana and the other is Ardha Chandrasana. Both are practiced while sitting. Stand on your knees. Keep the toes apart from each other. Stretch backwards. Right hand on the chest and left over that, Ardha Chandrasana. While breathing in, bend in backward direction. While breathing out, come back to the same position. Practice Ardha Chandrasana gently. Do not use force so that you do not fall back. Now, Ushtasana. Toes should be touching the ground like this, and while breathing in, bend backward. One by one, rest your hands on the ankles. Then try to look behind while chest is being stretched outward. This is Ushtasana. Effective for thyroid gland and all sex-related ailments. Both are equally beneficial. Now sit gently. These should be practiced in a sitting posture. Now few important asanas in lying posture. Sarvangasana, Halasana and Kandharasana. These are recommended for men and women as well, for both husband and wife. Sarvangasana. During periods, women should avoid doing this. Few precautions are essential. We have already told you this. In case of high BP, avoid Sarvangasana. In case of cervical spondylitis pain, avoid Sarvangasana. Pranayam only will be beneficial. If you are fully fit, then practice these asanas like this. Lift both your legs together, palms on the ground. Bend your legs behind like this. As you lift your waist, rest your hands below your waist. Your whole weight will be on your shoulders and head. Body will be completely straight with toes stretched upward. Breathing will be normal. Breathing will remain normal. Knees fully stretched. To come down, slowly bend your legs toward your head. Then remove the hands. First straighten your waist. Then slowly bring your legs also down. This is Sarvangasana. This can be practiced initially for 2 minutes to 5 minutes. This will help subside sexual problems, help to improve your eyesight, hair-related problems will subside, and even the weakness. It's a solution for all problems. If practiced regularly since childhood, one may remain free from ailments throughout his life. After Sarvangasana, now let's practice Halasana. Both these asanas are very effective for pituitary gland and thyroid gland. They improve them and also help to control sexual disorders. Lift your legs slowly, knees will remain straight, and then place it behind your head. Slowly bring them back. Knees will remain straight. Rest them down slowly. This asana can be practiced for 2 minutes. Now one more important asana that can be practiced by men and women as well. Gandharasana. It is specifically effective in subsiding sex-related ailments. All the problems of women related to uterus show signs of improvement. While breathing in, lift your body from the waist. Ankles resting on the ground, so are the shoulders. Breath retained in. Retain your breath in till the time you lift your waist. Then while breathing out, slowly come down. Rest for a while in Shavasana. Feet resting apart from each other, hands resting little away from the thighs, eyes closed, mind calm. Be one with your breath. Imagine yourself in the care and shelter of Supreme Lord. Have a feeling of fearlessness and contentedness. You are the receptor of supreme light, of supreme love, of supreme energy and supreme power. You are receiving from all sides. Dedicate yourself to Almighty. Your fears will dissolve. Insecurity will disappear. No more you'll feel lonely. Be one with the God. Be one with yourself. This is Yoga Nidra. Practice it every day after the Yoga Abhyas. It will relieve all your tension, stress, hypertension and will help subside the heart problems. Now rub your palms together, place them on your eyes to feel their warmth. Slowly open your eyes and sit down while turning to the left. Just practice so much of Yoga Abhyas. The solutions that I told you must absorb them. You will get rid of ailments. And if you know a couple in your neighborhood or a family who has this problem, then you must inspire them to practice yoga so they can live a happy life. Introduce them to this ancient tradition of yoga and Ayurveda propounded by saints. Maybe because of you, happiness returns to their life once again. Come, let us join hands to build a world where there are no sick people. No one is sad. No one is deprived. Everyone is practicing yoga, taking to Ayurveda by becoming one with nature. Fill his or her life with joy. So, let us come together and build such a world where everyone is healthy from all the angles. No one ever falls sick. Let's contribute towards a healthy world, happy world, disease-free world, a prosperous world, and a developed world, and a spiritual world. And we have to build such a world with our own determination. So wake up, practice yoga, and motivate others as well. This only is the goal and effort behind the mission of Patanjali Yoga Peeth. Let's together spread this message and culture of saints all over the world.